Welcome to the Reddit live show. We are here today to read stories, react to pictures, that stuff, and our favorite subreddits. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is an hour and a half show. It's pretty long. There's gonna be breaks every 30 minutes, or when we run out of stories and pictures to view. We're gonna be switching subreddits every single break. After every single break. So during those breaks, I'll be curating content. So I plan to make a series out of this. I hope it becomes real. Because it's also going to be like a podcast thing, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. It's just so weird right now, because I'm trying to figure out my place after Dogpack Studios. So I'm trying out new stuff constantly. Even when it doesn't look like that, look like it because I'm developing. I'm still trying to figure stuff out with the YouTube channel. So, let's begin, shall we? I don't think it loaded fully. It's okay, once I get into there. I could start eating my popcorn now. Yay. Yeah, I also have popcorn here. Yes, some nice background music is from the latest Sonic X Shadow Generations trailer. It's pretty nice. So let's start reading. Am I the donkey hole for warning my brother's fiancée her wedding dress might cause problems? My brother is getting married soon. And his fiancée chose a very revealing wedding dress. It's low cut with a thigh-high slit and a sheer back. I am all for people wearing what they want, but our family is quite conservative and opinionated, and I know the dress will cause a lot of drama, especially with their grandparents. Talking people walking out on the wedding kind of drama. At a family diner, I don't know. I can't tell this two apart. I'm just dumb. I pulled her aside and gently suggested she might want to reconsider her choice, explaining likely reactions from her older relatives. I made sure to clarify that I absolutely respect her choice and her special day, but want to at least warn her of what can happen. She got very upset and said it's her wedding and she'll wear whatever she wants. My brother's now mad at me, accusing me of trying to control their wedding. Some of my family members think I was looking out for her, while others say I overstepped. Am I the donkey hole for telling my brother's fiancée her wedding dress might be inappropriate for a conservative family? No, that's not a good. Like, I don't know though. I think everybody sucks here. Let's read a reply. Gentle, you're the donkey hole. The time to mention it would have been before she went shopping. And even then, remember that it's just your guess. If grandparents will embarrass themselves by huffing out in front of everyone because of a dress. If she already picked out the dress, she's likely both emotionally and financially quite invested in it. This is not something she can easily change. It does sound a bit controlling to come to her now, after she found the dress she loves. It does sound a bit controlling to come to her now, after she has found the dress she loves, and to tell her she made the wrong choice. The groom should have discussed it with her before the shopping. I absolutely agree But now the dress has been purchased, it's more complicated. But if the family is likely to react as dramatically as OP suspects, the bride absolutely should have that information. And sooner, the better. I think that the groom is the a-hole here, even if he doesn't care about his family. Crap talking his bride / wife. She should know that it's a plausible outcome. If I picked out a dress that he loved, that my groom okayed, either having seen it or by description, and his grandparents left a wedding guy to discuss, aunts and uncles spent the whole wedding looking at me like a hair lot. The family refused to put up wedding photos with those of other siblings / the saying I cannot. The skinkiness of my wedding dress was a point of discussion for years. I would be incredibly angry if my partner didn't discuss these possibilities with me, because he didn't care. The worst time for the bride to find out this dynamic would be if people leaving the ceremony. The second worst is day of. The more time she has to process and react to, the better. At the very least, she'll at least be prepared to brush off any bull crap that comes her way. Maybe OP overstepped a little bit, but if this was the only if this was the first / only time future sister-in-law was hearing about the potential for those reactions, I think OP did her a solid. Yeah. I'ma check OBS. We have been going for 7 minutes. That's okay. Let's go back now.
Outdoor time. I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, taking it to the boss.
Oh, what are you gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're are you
We never actually discussed hierarchy.
just stick to letting Dave know how much you can save when you bundle his home or auto with his motor RV.
Wait, I thought Gene was boss.
Am I the donkey hole for telling another parent they're wrong to blame my daughter and expect too much of me when their kid is in my home?
Right now, lactate ice cream is the creamy, real ice cream.
My daughter, Ara, I don't know how to say that, but 13 female, has been best friends with Lila, 13 female, since they went to the same preschool together. They're always spending time together and have a bigger group of friends, but know each other the longest, and they're the closest with each other. Lila's family situation is a little difficult, and her mom went a little crazy on me last week, which led to a conflict. To sum up the current problem, Lila has a blended family. It's her mom, her stepdad, some step-siblings, and some half-siblings. Lila has expressed that she doesn't feel close to them. She always emphasizes that she has no real siblings, and that even her half-siblings are just half-siblings, and they're not her dad's kids too. I've heard her tell Era how much it bugs her when people say her step and half-siblings are just siblings, but they don't talk about it too often. Lila's mother showed up at my house last week and blamed Ara for Lila's use of the step and half terms. She said she heard the girls talk about it and them say step and half siblings aren't real siblings. She said she knows that must have come from Iran because she has been fighting for Lila. Has been fighting Lila for years to stop saying step in half. I asked her how that even made sense. She told me Iran must be the source, and I told her, well, it's just whatever. Just that whether Iran is around or not. She's wrong to blame for how Lila feels. Lila's mother told me I should be watching over the girls whenever they're in my home or my presence and correcting Lila whenever she uses step half or says they're not her real family. I told Lila's mother she can't seriously expect me to listen to them 24/7 so I can correct Lila, and it's too much for her to expect me to do when her kid is over to play with mine. She's not happy with me at all. She told me I can't say Ira isn't to blame, and in the same breath refused to correct Lila when she says something wrong. She told me I just want to let them away. She told me I just want to let them away with saying stuff, and I don't do enough for Lila. Even though Lila spends more time at my house than she does her own. In the same breath, Lila's mother said her husband is so sick of Lila refusing to cooperate there, she needs to be here more so I can correct her. I told her she really is expecting too much. She told me I was being a lady dog and a crappy person. Am I the donkey hole? No, you're not. No, it's not your responsibility. If your child's parents can't really parent, it's not your job to parent them. But the donkey hole, the girl is a teenager, she knows the terminology, no one needs to plant seeds in her head when it comes to how she views her family dynamics. Now, you should not have to parent, not a donkey hole. Lila's mom is one of those remarried divorces who want their children from her previous marriage to happily accept her new husband family as if it's perfect. That's utter bullcrap. But correcting language is much easier than actually listening and showing empathy for a position that makes you out to be an a-hole. This post screams future. Not the donkey hole, though it sounds like you could have had. Can't read today. Though it sounds like you could have a friendly, positive little conspiracy with girls. I mean, if you sit them down and explain to them that if Lila's mother thinks you and the room are a bad influence, then she can stop Lila spending time at your house. However, or she thinks you are a good influence, Lila may be able to spend more time at your house and away from what sounds like a rough situation for her. Maybe she can drop the step in half around her family, but you won't correct her at yours. That way she gets a slightly more peaceful home life and also gets to escape it without getting grief for hanging out with bad influences. You don't try to mandate her feelings. Well, that's an idea. I'm not sure how willing Layla will be to go for it, but it could possibly help. Though it sounds like her stepdad wants her out of the house as much as possible, so maybe her mom won't interfere too much. Watch the crop fly when Allah calls you mom. Yeah, it's time to I'm at a donkey hole for turning down a car from my husband. A few months ago, my my 34 female car was totaled in a freak accident. Thankfully, no one was hurt. No one was in the car. I finally settled with the insurance, and I'm starting the car buying process again. I decided that since my old car was very basic, I wanted to buy something like a little nicer. Since I'm starting the car buying process over, my old car was a base model SUV. For my new car, I was hoping to purchase something that had heated seats and a powered tailgate. I use my car frequently to travel for sports. I haul equipment back and forth. Having a powered tailgate seemed useful. We are also trying to start a family, so I was car shopping with that in mind as well. Insurance gave me enough money to put a down payment on the new car, so I'll need the finance. My husband... I'm sorry. My husband, 34 female, 34 male, started to float the idea of him buying me a car. He drives an older station car. My car was our weekend car or trip car. I have declined his offer many times because he is really pushing me to buy an EV. I do not think an EV is really the right car for my needs. I don't want one. I drive long distances, and I don't want the anxiety of having to charge it away from home. I found two cars that I liked and went to test drive both of them. I felt like I found my new car, and I was excited to move forward. My husband gave me this long speech about how he wanted to buy the car for me, and how I didn't get a fancy engagement ring or wedding ring, and how he wanted to do this for me. He told me I can get whatever car I wanted, including one of those two vehicles. Neither are flashy, but both needs, and have those extra features I want. We are not talking about luxury cars. After the test drive, we talked at home, but decided one of the two cars we should get. We were going back to the dealership the next day, test drive it again, and move forward. The day of my test drive, let me do this. The day of the test drive, my husband calls me and says that he made an appointment, same time as the test drive, for us to test drive an EV, a Chevy Volt. He said he always wanted to test drive an EV, and that I should go and be open-minded. I obliged and went to on the test drive. I did not like the car at all, and the storage space was not what I needed. It's a very small vehicle compared to what I'm used to driving. My husband was very excited when I expressed my dislike for the car. He told me, just behaving like a spoiled teenager, I really don't need to buy me anything. It'd be nice to not have a monthly car payment, but this car would likely limit my ability to travel and participate in my sports with friends. I also don't see it being a good option for having a child. Am I the donkey hole for declining my husband's offer and buying my own car? No, you are not. You're not the donkey hole. He told me that I was behaving like a spoiled teenager. That's Rich. He is the one completely ignoring your opinions. He is the only one trying to push you into what he wants you have. You are the one who took the time to make your decision and even agreed to test drive his idea of an ideal car. If he wants an EV that badly, he can get one for himself and stop trying to force his opinion down your throat, then acting like a oh Lord. And now listen when you don't want to appease him. Oh, yeah. I think it's time for a break. So, I'll take a break. I'm gonna eat some popcorn. And welcome back. Come on. Mm. It won't be away. I don't know what happened, but mm-hmm. Okay, good. I'm trying to get back to the thing. Oh no. Hotel shower. I'm only 5'7". Oh. I wouldn't want to be there. Apparently, submitting assignments before due date is considered late. So yeah, hello, Professor. Blah, blah, blah. How are you? I am writing to you because there was a grading mistake from the assignment that was due on February 1st. It shows that you marked off 10 points as a late penalty. However, as you can see on Canvas, I properly submitted the document in a timely manner before the due date at 11:46 p.m. on January 31st, 2023. I have just checked and see that the blank assignment was submitted 13 minutes before it was handed in. Where it was handed in on a last-minute basis, which is the reason why you received a late penalty. As a result, I will not be removing the late penalty deduction, and would advise you to submit your work no less than an hour before the due date moving forward. No, man. You have 60 minutes to write this test, and to test in 49 minutes. You have to understand, that's a last-minute effort. So I'm going to deduct your points for being too late. What's the point of a due date then? I'm sorry. What's the point of it? What is the point of a due date then? Go the next in line of power. Don't let it go. More confusing. Was he going to have been graded at 11 p.m. at night, but 11:46 was far too late for him. Yes, I'm Claire. College professor. I'm rarely up at midnight, and if I am, I'm for sure I'm not grading. Therefore, as long as they turn it in before I start grading the next morning, I give them full credit. Midnight due dates are annoying, but when I tried to change them to morning or midday due dates, when I actually graded, too many students got confused. So I just say it's at midnight, but students can turn it in later. To clarify, when I say midnight, I mean 11 11:59 p.m. On the day I wanted to do. Midnight proper to 12 a.m. is a horribly confusing daytime, and it's back for professoring it to make it 12 a.m. I'm sorry. Hotel owner who threatened to keep my deposit because I left bad review threatened me with the police. Remove your Reddit post or everything will be turned in to the police, including your registration info. Why would it matter that the police know you didn't like the hotel? The irony is the owner called several bad reviewers Karens for their comments, calling the police and saying this guy left me a bad review. Isn't a Karen thing to do, honestly. Apparently. The irony is strong with them. They accuse others of being snowflakes, but they run to the police when the bad man said mean things about them. And every accusation is a confession. They think they're so cool, the lingo. I know. Snowflakes. Just apply by sending a link to this new Reddit post. Since the hotel staff is reading the posts, maybe they can explain to me. Since the hotel staff is reading the posts, maybe they can explain to me. How, in that tiny brain of theirs, do they see OP as a snowflake? All I see is the hotel staff moaning and crying over a perceived bad review. Is this a poor attempt at bully OP? I just don't get how someone can possibly be so completely ignorant as to call someone a snowflake. Well, being the definition of one. I'm definitely the owner. Some of the newest reviews. I think the owner was listening to the door while I peed. I wouldn't recommend staying here unless you're into that sort of thing. Horrendous place came to book a room, and the clerk made a rude remark regarding my wife, Sakura-chan, and refused to book us a two-person room, saying she's just a fellow and not real. My wife was indeed disrespectful. The more of them all, but they gave me a bit of a chuckle. Holy crap, check this Google review from 6 months ago. What's the room? Roman was totally rude. This place was run down and very nasty. I didn't even stay there because I know I would be itching all night. Very dirty looking. You're probably itching for something else, just saying. And she was probably rude for a reason. The reason being she's a rude donkey female dog. She's rude because it's the only one found the door. I'm gonna take a sip. How does everyone know what this hotel is? So yeah, scour the comments of the original post. It's linked in one of the top comments. Why would it matter that the police... No, you didn't like the hotel. Oh no. 9/11, they wrote an opinion I didn't like online. Oh, one of the top... I'm dumb. I'm going on a hunt right now. JJ can move. Soon there will be a break, I assume. Koi beavers. Yes. Feels like her. To be honest, there's... Let me... Top. Shane Top. LTL keeps my deposit because I left there for review on booking.com.
This must be the worst national disaster since the Civil War. Kevin, Todd Harrison, New York. Kevin, LA, this is New York. LA, in LA. Once you get where you see two of Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's just bad. Just had a look. And I'm gonna look over them. Doesn't make sense. I mean, this man is a child. Okay. I just gotta research this. I think it was a motel. All I know is that the odor sucks. I'll be back. Trying to get more of my turn. Don't get on the keyboard. I really love how the bag is. Doxing me much. It's fine. I'm just trying. Wait, no, go to there. Yeah. I just need a receiver. I just gotta see the reviews.
This thing on?
Don't go here ever. Don't ever go here. We made a reservation a month ago through Monkson Hotels, the only website attached to the hotel. When we arrived, I'm trying. Okay, yeah, I found it. Okay. When we arrived and tried to check in, the woman was immediately rude to us for no reason. She couldn't find a reservation even though after I showed her a confirmation email. Then she disappeared and came back to her cell phone asking a bunch of questions and still being extremely rude. Like, I was putting her out by having a reservation. I understand now. Well, there were no cars in the parking lot. I said her computers were down, and I said, "That's okay. But why are you being so rude to me?" We finally said we are going somewhere else. I went back to the window to make sure my card wouldn't be charged. She told me to cancel my reservation. Well, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, okay. Which I said no. I'll be charged a late fee. I asked her for her name and the manager or our info. Since you cannot contact customer support service through my son, she argued with me about this. I said the owner was India, so I couldn't contact him. I asked her repeatedly why she was being so rude. An hour later, after checking into another hotel, we got a text from them asking when we would be arriving for our reservation. This place sucks. Don't ever go here. Where is this? Yeah, this is the place. But yeah.